Hey everybody, it's Brendan from Bespoke LA, and today I'm going to be talking about using OneDrive on the web browser. This is an introduction meant for people who have never used that product before or just want to get a brief introduction to how it works. So first of all, how do we get to OneDrive on the web? Well, the easiest way is to head over to office.com. And when you get there, if you're not already signed in, you'll have to sign in with your Microsoft 365 username, password, and two-factor authentication. And when you get there, you can find the OneDrive icon on the left, and you can click OneDrive. If you are wanting to bookmark this by pressing the favorites button there, and you can put it wherever you want. I'm going to put it in the favorites bar and put done. Now we can go ahead and see our favorites here. This is Microsoft Edge. We're working with most browsers work in a similar way. Um, now that we've got OneDrive favorited so we can reach it easily, I'm going to go over a little bit about what the window does in general. You're going to have files here where you can see the folders that are in your OneDrive. This user on this computer is protecting their common folders of desktop documents and pictures. So you can see that anything I have on the computer desktop, I also have access to on OneDrive on the web. And I also have documents in OneDrive. I can create new documents here by pressing the new button and choosing from common Office file types that I might want to create. And I can also work with the files that I have here. Some things that we can do here are press the three-button menu to get some additional options where we can do things like rename this object, delete this object, download this object to the local computer, as well as some other things we may want to do. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and open this file. You'll see that we have the option on the open menu to either open in browser or open in the app. I'm going to go ahead and show you what open in browser does. That's going to open up a copy of this Excel file that we have. And it's going to allow us to edit it right in the web browser without ever downloading a copy to the local computer at all. I'm going to make a change here into this cell, and I'm going to type hello. And then you'll see that this has already been saved. These files are automatically going to save. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Now I'm going to demonstrate what opening the file on the computer looks like. You'll need to have Excel installed on this computer already in order for this to work. You're going to press open on this. You can also check off a box to always allow these types of files to open on the computer if you'd like to do that. That's going to go ahead and open the copy of Excel that's installed on the local computer. And this file is going to download to the computer. And it'll prompt you and let you know that autosave is on. Autosave may be a new concept to you. Files that are in OneDrive or SharePoint will generally have autosave on as a default, which means that as you make changes to the document, it will go ahead and make those changes. I'm going to make another change to this Excel document, and I'm going to go ahead and close it. It's auto-saved, so we don't need to press the save button. And then you'll see now that this file is still here on the web. I'm going to open it one more time on the web. That's the default behavior if I click it. So it's going to open in a web browser. You can see that the change I made is there. One other cool thing about OneDrive and SharePoint is that it has file history. So we can go ahead and say, look at the version history, and you can see the changes that were made there. And you can go ahead and look at the different versions. So we can go ahead and open the file, and we'll see the version that was a few seconds ago, and we can see that we open the middle version here. So this will be the version that doesn't have the second change that we made. So if we wanted to, we could restore the data from files. This is a good way to automatically be able to recover data that was overwritten or saved over, or maybe you made a change that you didn't want to make. OneDrive and SharePoint both keep this version history here for you. Another thing I want to show you about using OneDrive is that you're going to be able to upload files from the local computer. I'm going to go ahead and open Files Explorer. I'm going to find this Word file. I'm going to drag it over here. This is going to go ahead and it's going to upload a copy of that file from the local computer onto OneDrive, and then you're going to have that here as well. Another thing I'm going to show you is how you can share files using Microsoft OneDrive. let's say we wanted to share this file with someone, there's a quick share button here. You can go ahead and press that. Depending upon the security features of your organization, you may have different options here about anyone with the link, people in access networks, people with existing access, or specific people. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on specific people. I'm going to go ahead and share this with myself. And then I'm going to go ahead and press the send button. That's going to send out an email with a link to this file. And that person who you shared this link with is going to be able to interact with that file. Now, a little bit more about sharing. When we go ahead and share this file, you can see that people you specify can view. This particular organization doesn't allow editing to happen here by default. So I'll have to choose the allow edit option if I want the person who has the link to be able to edit it. I'm now going to make a link that's going to allow anyone with a link to edit the file to show you the experience that the end user will have. And I'm going to go ahead and copy that link to the clipboard. And I'm going to go ahead and open up a in private window, which is not going to be signed into Office, which is going to show you what your end user who you send this link to will experience when they click it. Since this is not a secured link, they won't need to sign in. They'll be able to go over here to the Word document. They'll have an online version of Word that looks much like the normal version of Word on the desktop. They'll be able to make some changes to the file, and they'll be able to go ahead and close this document now. And when you open the document on your OneDrive, you will see that the user's changes that they made are present there on your OneDrive. This is a way that you can easily collaborate with people. We're going to ask that you always use, a, a level of security and sophistication when you're sharing files, to keep in mind of what you're sharing, who you're sharing it with, and if it's possible to share it with a specific person. It's usually always better to do that than to use an anyone in specific link, unless it's something you really need to do for a specific reason. I appreciate your time here. That's going to be covering our introduction to using OneDrive. We encourage you to experiment with this and use it in your day-to-day work. Have a great day.